How you doing? My name is Zayid. I'm out here in Brooklyn at the thing I like to call it the Knowledge Post. It's actually started by myself and my wife, and we named this thing Walata and Walata. That's our last name. It's actually a place in Africa where women are highly respected even today. Names play a very important part of who we really are. You know, like a lot of our people, we have these names and we don't really, a lot of us, not most, but a lot of us don't know what the names mean that we carry. So we carry the names and we just go by the names without even researching it. But our names should have a meaning. Your name should fit your character at least. And we have to bring back our own legacy, which is to leave a legacy of our own, not someone else's legacy. Back to the books here, as you can see, we've been in the community here since 2011 doing the book thing, the knowledge thing, and we're going to continue to do it. Books can be your best friend. Books can be companions. They never let you down. Books will always enhance the knowledge that you already know or the knowledge that you already possess or have. Don't worry. I come out and I go into the community. Mostly my spot is Bed-Stuy. A lot of people today are calling Bed-Stuy Stuyvesant Heights, but the people that were born and raised here, they know what this is. This is Bed-Stuy, and if you want to put the acronym in, or the saying that goes along with Bed-Stuy, it's called Bed-Stuy Do or Die. It's been called that for a reason. You have to know the history of Bed-Stuy to get into that. As we move along, I can show you some of the books that's out here. Our knowledge varies. We have history books, African history, we have American history, we have children's books here. As you can see some of the selections that we have, I'll just go over some of the selections. Like here, for people that would like to plan their estate, they can get this book here. They can get this book for half price. As soon as the noise go away, we'll tell you what the price is on some of the books. The book like this here, if you was to go to the store and get it on estate planning, a lot of us don't know what an estate plan is, a plan for our life, and those of us that don't have a will. This is actually a $35 book in the store. You can get this book here for $11. And if you get another book with it, you can get it reduced. Okay, that $11 will go to $9, and the other book that you get with it will probably go down. It will go down. So most people that leave here making purchases of books, they leave with more than one book because of the price, the way the price is set up. As we can look on the table here, and we can see some of the titles that we have. Okay, we have a book here called The Great Controversy, Past, Present, and Future. This is actually a $12.99 book. We sell it for $4 here. Another book we have here, The Astral Body, for those that are into astral projection. As you can look on the table, you see a very varied subjects and topics. And the price on the topics. How you doing? How you doing? All right. That's that new stuff. Check that. Just got to do your thing. We video, and you might be in the video. So basically, what sparked me to come out here was knowing that we're living in a time where we will have to get some skills because ain't nobody hiring out here. So we have to get skills of our own. Those of us that possess skills need to enhance those skills, and maybe even want to put one or two skills up under your belt. The more skills we have or we obtain, the more monies we'll make. Without being hired, we'll hire ourselves out.
That's true.
So why they don't have a lot of jobs for us. So, you know, even if you got a college degree, you probably will get turned down because based on your skin color, they ain't gonna tell you that, but it'll happen. You know, they got people that have college degrees, master's degrees, working in McDonald's, Burger King, and stuff like that right now as today. Some of them don't want to be working there, but they work there just to make ends meet, you know. So in order to get out of the dilemma that we are in now in 2014, I already know that we have to create our own jobs. We have to be self-sufficient, independent, and we have to make our own living. Okay, once we're comfortable doing that, we don't have to work nobody's job but our own job. You're only going to make as much money on the job that you're using for yourself, the job that you work for yourself. If you don't go to work, you ain't going to make no money. So if you want a lot of hours, you'll have a lot of money. And based on your character and your personality, whatever type of skill or job that you have for yourself, the people who you're doing services or performing jobs for, they will relate to you according to your character and according to your personality. So your business would probably wind up at some point selling itself based on how you treat the people, based on how you conduct yourself in a business-like manner and professionally, of course. And if you move down, we could see a few old books that I keep in the stash, like a lot of people want to know about, for instance, we have James Patterson here. We have Donald Goines. Hard to find Donald Goines here. Swamp Man, I read that years ago. Just as a refresher to know, this is one of the original Hood books. Okay, Donald Goines. And we also got Iceberg Slim. I'll show you over here. We also have Iceberg Slim, who's another classic. Trick Baby. All right, these books here are $5. If you get two of them, you can get them reduced for $4 each. That's $8 for two of them. That's about take you about close to 20. But the bottom line is it's hard to find these books out here today, and we make them available to those that are into going back a bit and seeing how we started out with the beginning of writing books about our neighborhood and what goes on in our neighborhoods. And of course, we also have some regular Hood books. You know, this is In My Hood. That's the name of this one, right? Along the lines of the law, let me go back over here and show you some law books that we keep for those that are into the law. We have here, we have You and the Law, and here we have Regulation of Lawyers, and here we have Employment Discrimination. Here we have Writing and Analysis in the Law. Here we have Model Codes for Post-Conflict and the Criminal Justice System. And of course we have American Law, the Oxford Companion to the American Law. We also always keep a few cookbooks. There go sauces. And then if you look on the rack, you'll see culinary at the end there. You got Mexican cooking. Those that already know how to cook, they would enhance their skills by taking little recipes and adding on whatever they want, you know. So basically that's it. What I want to say is this, though. They have a lot of people that believe we don't like to read, which is probably true, but we're getting that back. In other words, there are people that are starting back reading, and one of my purposes for being out here is to help that process along the way. Help that process along the way, meaning that it'll open up our minds. Something I want to say about the computers. Computers is good, you know, to do work on and do a little, you know, surfing or whatever. But don't rely too much on a computer more than you rely on your own memory, because everything that we're inputting, whether it's a computer, whether it's some kind of app, email, text messages, whenever you input, there's a record being formed of you and everything that you input. So if you've been on, example, if you've been on Facebook for say 5 years, Facebook has a profile of you and what you like, what you don't like, things you like, things you don't like, and they can do a profile of you based on everything you've been back and forth about on your Facebook page, for whatever the profile is that they're using, I don't know. But another thing is, for those that don't have cable in their house, you have a little box if you want to get those channels that they have to offer you. It's a little box, I forget what they call it, but that box is actually a tape recorder, and it also has a little eye on it. So if you're watching your TV at home with that little box, cable box, it's best for you to cover that up if you don't want to show whatever room you're showing that TV in. Everything is being viewed through that little eye in the front. And I did research on it, and it's true. It's a hidden microphone, and it's also a hidden camera in the cable box for those that don't have like Time Warner cable, and you know, so they're actually being monitored in their home. For those that have read 1984 by George Orwell, that book has a lot of things that's happening today, and it wasn't written in '84, but he called it 1984 for whatever his reasons were. So if we pay a little more attention to what's happening with the gadgets that they have for us out here, then we will be a little more careful in what we input. That means whatever you type in there, whatever you're saying in there, it's very important that you be careful, because once you put that out there on the internet or input it somewhere, it's out there forever, and you can never get it back. You want to close your Facebook page after 5 years. I'm tired of Facebook. I want all my stuff off there. Well, you can do that. They'll say delete the Facebook page, but it's not really deleted. It's just being put in storage for whenever you change your mind. And for instance, if you change your mind in a year, your Facebook page will still be the same way you left it. Nothing changed. And if you want to add new stuff, you can, but all of the stuff that you put on there over 5 years will still be there. Ask me how I know. Supposedly, I thought I deleted my page about a year ago, and then I said, well, let me go back and start a new page, open up a new Facebook account and see if I can get a new, fresh start. Lo and behold, as I typed in for a new Facebook page, my old page from last year came up the same way they say they had deleted. So to make a long story short, they say that it's being deleted, but it's not. It's actually being stored. So those are just a few pointers that I would like to impart to the public. And we're out here 7 days, long as the weather permits. Distributing knowledge, networking, and collaborating with those of a like mind. We're here basically for those that are trying to enhance and learn new things. A lot of us have knowledge, but we're trying to learn something new to go along with that. And this is one place you can come to get that start. Any place that you can obtain a book by purchase. If you don't have any money, you can go to the library until you can afford to buy a book somewhere. But it's a good start. And getting back into the real knowledge. A lot of us have things being presented to us today, so we became lazy. That means that we want everything handed to us right away. Everything is instant gratification. It's sort of like, why should I have to cook when I can go there to the store across the street and get a plate of rice and a couple of pieces of meat for $5, $6? So, I've been doing that, not me per se, but I'm using that as an example. People don't like to cook no more is one thing. A lot of people don't like to cook because the cooking is being done for them. I see people in the store every morning when I go into the store. If I'm into the store, I see people in there ordering breakfast. Give me an egg, 2 eggs, and one of them sausages, So they don't want to cook. They in the store where you buy groceries like cigarettes and beer, and bubble gum and all this other stuff. They're in there buying breakfast, they're in there buying lunch, and they're in there buying dinner. They don't even know if the store and the kitchen is clean. All they know is that the food tastes so good, So it's like, you don't have to be clean. Just give me something now, and I'll pay you for it, But if you don't believe me, any store that you go in to buy food that's not a restaurant, see how they have their hands covered or uncovered. If they have their hands uncovered, meaning no gloves on at all, you better be careful because they're not clean. They're not health conscious, not clean. They're not health conscious. That means that when you're handling some 20, 50 customers' food that's coming through there, you gotta have something on your hands to cover up for health reasons, And a lot of us don't have that, So to make a long story short and to end it for now, I'm going to try to do another video. This is a spontaneous, unrehearsed version of what we're doing out here. And the next one will be a little better, and we'll have a little more, how would I say it, a little more script for you guys, But in the meantime, continue to read, continue to grow in knowledge, and obtain as much as you can. And one of the most important things about that is the knowledge that you get, share it with someone, so that you can obtain more knowledge. If you don't share it, like, oh, nobody gonna know this. Oh, we got this knowledge now. Yeah, well, okay, if you do that, then you just stop right there. Boom. Ain't nothing gonna be shared with you, and that's the way the universe goes. Okay, so, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I've been taught, and I continue to do it, is to seek ye knowledge from the cradle to the grave, even though it be as far away as China. What does that mean? That means that knowledge never stops. It starts the day we're born, and it ends the day we die. And with that, I'll leave y'all with peace. Okay, let me show him something. I got some new stuff. You looked in the bin over there?
Yeah.